Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 21 of our legendary Changeling Immortal Empires campaign. We are here after I tried to get a episode recorded with the Dommercon, but rage quit it after our Dreadquake mortars exploded a few of our own units. I have remembered to use the Force Rebellion, changing the ways there, that way we can get a little bit of experience on Karn and some more gold. Yeah, no. Dreadquake mortars, something has happened in the previous updates where your own artillery teams will, more often than not, if there are enemy units nearby, for whatever reason, they seem to, on purpose, launch their shots into the middle of your own formations instead of at the enemy. So, like a Dreadquake mortar shot, smashing it in the middle of your guys instead of hitting your scores of Dryads, makes a huge difference. And for some reason, they repeatedly keep blasting your own units. So I don't know if the Dawizar have decided they're no longer on our side, or what's going on there, but it's completely stopping us from having even a chance of winning the battle because it's just blowing up whole blobs of our blunderbusses. But enough about that set of woes. We'll grab Blade Shield on our boys here. And get moving. So last time we left off, kind of a partially stalled invasion of Lustria here, so we're going to want to make sure we are building up. Well, they've already been, oh, what am I talking about? They've already been discovered. I realized they discovered the one at Zuhatek as well. Versus. We'll try to build up the reality wound there at Burgone. I'm going to tear out both of these buildings because they've spotted everything here, so there's really no reason for us to keep... Really no reason for us to try to keep these buildings, because they know they're there. So we'll tear them all out.
Sworn to the architect.
Sweet business. At least they don't know where we're at here at Fluxlon. We can just drop in maybe another one of those occult confluences because I really like the dark rituals that are dropping in demonic rebel armies. We could also just go for the underground temple and make more buddies, because we need relations with the Tzeentch faction, so that's what we're going to grab. Does it give us more than the other? Let's find out. This one is for other lads, this one is for Tzeentch. Heard. We need to get Big Chicken under our control quite soon. We're so close to getting most of these other grand schemes off. We just need one more for the Badlands and Southlands, one more for Bretonia and Athaloran, two more for Grand Gabe, and then two more for Lustria. So if we find Lord Mazda Mundi, that is one more in the bag. We need to win 4 more battles against the Lizardmen, creating a reality wound in Itza, or just... No, we actually have to do the reality wound there, fair. Or plundering the elf colonies across all of Austria, which will take a long time. Changeling also is refitting his army after his initial battle with the Lizardmen.
I have risen.
Now we'll go ahead and move Earl down, and might as well get a little bit more experience under his belt. Keep harassing the Dark Elves where we can. Alright, get him, Earl.
Leave nothing.
We lost way more than we should have. Dranak. Excuse me, who are these witch elves? The named witch elves that saved the day there. Burning Chariot for Throth, which we are going to immediately pull him off of. That makes him just way too big of a target for the likes of fighting the Druki. You need him on his disc, otherwise he will get dropped very quickly. Let's go for Earthing for Throth.
Demon Prince.
And Earl, the Masked Man-Bane, will give him Wind Lifted, so he's got Arcane Flight, more Spell Mastery, as long as he's flying, and our Winds of Magic is greater than 15. And then a little bit of a drop to the delay on how fast his barrier replenishes, which is very good.
Glorious tools of chaos.
We'll just drop in the income-producing building there, and then also, because we can, let's start dropping in some underground temples when and where possible. That way we can keep building up relations with Tzeentch. Realize that could have been our fastest way into confederating with the Blue Chicken. Gold from Disguised Trade, because we could always use some more money. Beautiful stuff. Let's take our technology, which I think is going to be a new Trickster Rift. This one is over in the Empire, the Darklands, Bretonia and Athaloran, which, where is this one at? Okay. Take me to the generals right here, next to Bastogne. That's not actually very useful. Let's open one up to the Southlands, so we can start punching guys down here. So, the Southern Hospitality. Through the power of Tzeentch's malevolent sorcery, the southern tip of the old world is always within reach. Indeed it is. And then after that, we'll start upgrading our big chickens of doom.
Is progress.
Change is progress of a kind.
Prince.
Should have no idea we're down here. Let's keep moving. Do we have a... No, we don't. I don't believe we can teleport into Athelloren. Oh, you can. That's probably a fast way to get taken out. Let's see, though. If we come on in here to our war coordination, and any of these guys tell us... Oh, we don't have any missions. If any of these guys tell us where... the, Keeblers are, that'd be awesome. So let's come on back down. Horn.
Chaos incarnate.
Go into ambush, you can still be in... Kinda wanna go for it. That would be the fastest loss ever if they're not in the position we think they are, though. And there's several armies that are likely in here too, for Arguilan and for Findle.
Ascended.
Oh, I want to try it so badly. Let's spend at least one turn scouting. Yeah, we could have at least made it into Val's Anvil, but they could have all jumped through the spirit wilds for sure. It all jumped through the world roots to come stop us. We'll just continue to keep an eye and find our weak spot, and then we'll pounce when we find one. All we gotta do is take down Orion. I guess the funny thing is we can't with Karn, so we have to actually get in there and deal with all of the proper Athelloren settlements. Because that was gonna be quite some time. Amadeus, my good friend. Moving your way through the mountains at pace. Love to see it. Let's drop into ambush and sneak our way through. You just set up cults all the way through here, no problem.
Prince.
That's our Bane Hassa. Let's move on Black Creek Spire.
Murder them.
Exactly. By making them sprout extra wings out of their heads and telling them they can fly, and then taking them away last second. It's dastardly.
For chaos.
Conquer for chaos. Let's go ahead and the symbiotic cult. There's no real reason to raise anything. We just need to keep spreading our horrible influence. This guy's trade here and here. We're making some gold. Sigval's bound to come on in and do some damage, but what can you do?
Inevitable.
What can you do? Alright, well that looks to be all of the lords, really. We've got one additional. Runezatal. Oh, the one we summoned in is hiding for dear life down here. You know what, we did summon you in and you're doing the thing, but let's go ahead and have you removed. See you, bud. That fixes up our income all at once. We can just let the cult spread here naturally. It looks like the Druki have pretty well dominated the elves now. I think Marathi gets stronger for each bit of Ulthuan she claims. That may not be true. I know Ilaria gets weaker for every bit of Ulthuan she loses, which is pretty unfortunate. Hello, Moxia.
I will recover here.
You will recover here. My plan for you, we already have the Changebringer Doom stack. He's currently underway. And if it's not, that's what we're going to do for him. We'll build him up a lovely Changebringer Doom stack. I think is what Mercy was doing. Yeah, that's what Mercy's job was. So you, Moxia, will build up the Doom stack of... Dare we try to make a Cyntigore Doom stack? They don't have very good stats. We just Doom Knights. Doom Knights with Moxie Boy on foot. Or even on a chariot holding a line. Seems pretty good. Maybe a hero or two also on foot, that way we don't get in trouble for having only flyers. The Doom Knights are hilariously powerful. Yeah, let's zoom on over this way then. Thank you, sir. The Kurgan Tamer. Go ahead and join up here.
Greater process is foreseen.
Mercy can join you as well.
When I speak, they will listen.
Let's hope. Ooh, the enemy failed to spot our AoE. Oh, that's a lot of cannons. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee before we decide. We can just go ahead and auto-resolve them. It's a fun-looking army, though. They are not going to be weak. Wall of Wind and Fire, they're going to immediately turn around and start blasting us to bits. Yeah, let's have ourselves an ambush. Ambush battles are so few and far between. For the few. Alright, sweet. So we have the cannons in the very back. Not defended very well at all. I do wish you could, even in ambush stance, you should be able to at least array your forces in the order you want, because while you're marching, you wouldn't have all of your cannons in the very back of your line completely undefended, because ambushes do happen. Alright, grab the Stingrays of Doom. We're going to hopefully not fail me this time. Our Halberdier team ready to maybe catch them some Jade Lancers. Put them on both sides. You have to worry about the crossbow teams. Do they have any crossbows? Could have at least looked, right? So we'll have Spawn working with your Chaos Warriors with halberds. You'll have your Pink Horrors. They really will not trade very well against Jade Crossbows. Let's put them in the woods here, and hopefully that is all they need to stay protected. We'll find out. We'll have our own Chaos Warrior squads. Set up defend. Our Centaurs can rush in from these woods here. We'll wait for them to move their halberds, and then we'll come on in and snack on some archers. And then our Changebringers can... Since I'm going to need to micro everyone else first, we'll keep them back, and they can come on in afterwards. Otherwise, they'll just get torn up by crossbow teams. Delta Hero is on ground, so we'll put him up front here. And you two are strong enough, we can just send you after the war enemy Shogun gun quite quickly. We are exalted. Missiles, everyone in guard mode there, and then every other beast you can be all together. Beautiful stuff. Let's let this battle begin. So Halberdiers, you go find you some Jade boys to chase down. Hit those cannons before they do any damage. It would be hilarious and actually take down some, I'd be impressed. Yeah, they're quick. They're going for it. And Young Sun is running for her life. Fair enough. You go ahead and fall back. Let's drop some peak fire through here. Blade Warriors can move on in too. That way they're not just getting shot to bits. Alright, Changebringers, come on up. Start tearing up these crossbows. We'll bring out our own cavalry boys out of the woods to snack on some archers. She's just gonna run for the hills. Come on back. There's no way you're gonna catch her. We'll throw some blue fire at the Jade Lances. The Changebringers are dealing with the Sky Lantern. Lovely. Use your ammunition on the crossbows, who are getting utterly obliterated. Make sure the Bringers of Change don't take down our own boys there. Sky Lantern is... It got killed so quick I didn't even know what happened. A lot of you boys come up around and catch anything that's trying to escape. And that looks to be a glorious victory. Oh, ambushes are so much fun. That voice hurts. It probably might have hurt you guys in what years too. There's only one unit of Halberdiers still fighting. Put them down. Though they do have the stand still for a little bit, get more resistance, we have armor-piercing axes. Looks like there's still some Cathayans fighting somewhere though, so we need to make sure we know what's the drums. The war drums, so brave. Blast some blue fire their way. recharge your own magic while you do so. We'll just let the Changebringers feast. Blue Fire should finish that one off, though. We love the... Oh, really? The kind of delayed health bars. Really cool effect. I'll speed this along while these drums get annihilated. I'll get you all in a moment. Oh, hang on. Let's actually... I've never really seen the drums death animation. You guys, get them. We don't let this one escape. Ah, it just explodes and the poor moo-moos fall over. I actually wouldn't mind if it breaks, then the oxen run away. Yeah, they can't be completely perfect. They lose their cows. Alright, well that's victory. And let's take to, I'll hunt the rest of these guys down and I'll get you guys in a moment. Alright, 8 of our own Change-bringing homies fall in the fighting. We will go ahead and just... Because our magics are all full, so we'll just take the extra favor.
Spill their blood.
Alright, scheme executed. Tzeentch corruption raised to 75 in Engao. The Great Northern Dragon stands as a bastion against the demonic forces of chaos. You should teach them that nowhere is safe. The arcane healing at plus 10% replenishment for all of our armies. It'll be stacking up very nicely. Ooh, and Amadeus is ready to be replaced with a big blue chicken. Take my place, Feathered Lord. I think this is the first one we've ever managed to evolve. Beautiful. Now we get him killed immediately. Got Gaze of Fate, and I'm probably forgetting the other one we have here. Where's my other Lord of Change? Well, we had at least one more. Here he is. Foe Store, Fate Masters. What am I to you? Apparently nothing. We'll grab the Searing Doom. Make sure the spell book for our Exalted Lord of Change is pretty much maxed out. Not really, we just have to grab Guinness Golden. Let's grab Guinness Golden and then also Plague of Rust for a little bit more of a toolkit.
Magic of change.
There we'll grab our Chaotic Haterade, our Missile Resistance, and then... Well, he doesn't actually need Missile Resist, does he? Hearts of Iron works. We'll circle back around and grab his spell line here. So we'll do Blue Fires onto Fires of Change.
Agent of
Vedatus will give you training. And I quite like the Chaos Strategist for upgrading our unit experience by 20% further. Turn him into a Demon Prince that much faster. We have Demon Princes everywhere now. Blacklight Tower. They discovered our cult. How could they? Because of all the heroes they have here? Well, because of our reality wound. I guess that does make sense. Well, let's stop building this and see if they manage to... find us out. Figure it out. To destroy our cult. Right, we've got our rift opened in the Southlands, and Falls Anvil has a trickster cult. Deus has been replaced with a big blue angry chicken.
Many are the paths to ruin.
Exactly. We will have you, since we don't really need to do any more fighting up here in the north. We'll have you come across over to start fighting in Bretonian lands.
There shall be no rest.
There shall be no rest. Oh, there's no beach over here.
Demon.
We have to come out over towards Slaver's Point then. Oh, did we already move? That's silly. And unfortunate. Come on this way, Asvar. Better run away from the elves. Okay, for our next set of technology. Halt Army is pretty dang good. But we do have 2 Trickster Cultists to send on out, and we would be remiss not to. So let's go ahead and summon in one at Bretonia Athelloren. This could get us our in at one of the border settlements for Athelloren itself. And that shall do.
Change is progress, Prince.
Karn, how have they now moved? I think if we move it sneaky-like up towards Val's Anvil, we can definitely do some damage.
March or be murdered.
March or be murdered. One up towards.
Destruction awaits.
See what's happening here. Maybe we can see through the trees. Just maybe. Alright, Dorothy was here. So he might choose to attack us, but since he isn't at war with us yet, it's more of a long shot than some of these others.
A discordant soul.
They can all pretty much reach in March, though, so if we do decide to do that, it's going to be pretty much an immediate regret. 2 forest dragons here, 2 forest dragons here, and a heap of wild riders.
I forbid this dance.
That's going to be anti-cav. We need to get more anti-cav. So Karn, before you do strike, we're going to switch out some of your guys here. These blue horrors are going to be switched out with anti-large fighters, and probably the same thing with these furies here. Build up in Quinel and Padavon. It takes so many turns for the occult conspiracy and things to go in that they are noticing our armies before it's too... Or they're able to build up. Siphon from Rio and a little bit further. Legion of the Changeling come on in and deal with Gruk the Gorebringer. We'll raise Skaven Blight once again and hopefully let Ikit Claw take it from there.
9.
9. 10. So close. I think we probably can threaten them from here, but I'm not gonna risk it, because that would put us back a long ways.
Unwise.
We can instead summon in an army of the Changeling here in 10 turns. And hopefully these two aren't there at that point in time.
Very well.
Get him, Ignis. Alright, Amadeus, you continue to move your way. Ooh, there's Grimgore. See, we could fight Grimgore, but I'd prefer not to. Let's go smack the Amble Peak. Hide in the ruins. Don't you tell me no. You're a brand new baby chicken. We don't need to lose you already. Wow, that's a lot of greenskins. He claims it to be extremely decisive. We have a Dreadquake here, so if we activate this one, we're gonna get bullied by our own Dreadquake. Now let's do it. Let's make sure we don't take too many losses for what Grimgore, since Grimgore is so close. He could decide he knows exactly where our chicken friend is and have himself some delicious wings. So onward to the Battle of Amble Peak. Oh, we have to crack a settlement proper. Oh, well, it's gonna be bad for them. Alright, after watching Dreadquakes evaporate my own lines, it's time to watch some actual proper entertainment as they do the same to my foes. Alright, so we're actually going to have the Mutalith and the Cultist probably actually charging into the fray. We've got Chosen that can ride in behind them. But for now, we're just going to leave everyone over here, try to clump up as many of the greenskins in one spot as we can. Meanwhile, Steam Tank and the Knights come in from a different angle. Probably over here. Shwaka you right there, and then we'll have the Chaos Knights. And then their flanky brethren. The Deceiving Horror. Now you're quite terrifying. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Set artillery up over here. And... oh, where's the rest of our force over here? Just annihilate them. Bring pink horrors up to harass some archers if they have any. And then our Changebringers and our Lord can make mincemeat of any of their high important targets. This should be quite glorious. All we really need is to get the artillery crews in guard mode, except for you, Mr. Tank. Let this battle begin. Let's let the Dreadquake pick its own targets to start. Ah, some gobos. Seems to be because they lose their legs. Let the earthquake flow through you. You guys move on in. Let's go for the archers first. We'll come on up. Deal with these Gobbo archers. And you can come on and help with these error boys. Next target should be this group of orc boys. Please and thank you. How strong is Blast on a set of biggins? Let's find out. Turns out not very. Not very at all. We're good at just ranging it slightly behind the enemy. The extra range actually coming in, working in their favor here. Yeah, we need to keep an eye just to make sure they don't get wiped out by a return volley. They have so little armor. Alright, they're doing a pretty good job of juking my Skullcracker. Get you guys all fire at will. And his Golden Hounds will suffice nicely. You guys just go ahead and evaporate these biggins. Flip between the units there. Come on, big guy. Pick bigger targets. They're getting mauled. I was actually stuck inside of the wall. That was glorious. I promise you want to sit still for a moment and start firing. Absolutely. Very safe. Steam Tank's just been blasting the whole time. Alright, Knights, you know what to do. You two deal with these orc boys, you two deal with this group of archers that's fleeing. Thank you. Take a position for me. These Golden Hounds and start having them a snack. Oh yeah, clump up nicely. That's perfect. Now the Modlist and our big boys come on in and start feasting as well. Go for these orc boys and you can go strictly after the trolls. I'm just kidding, we have to send them after the barricade platform, which I'm happy to do. Geek Horrors, you come up and blast this tower. Cagebringers are almost out of ammo. This way. And they're done. One blast of Changebringer goop is pretty much the end for anyone. Caught them between a rock and a big chicken. Alright, with maximum big chicken energy applied. I love that the captains are always goblins. I'm sure the orcs in this settlement would absolutely be cool at being told what to do by gobbos. Scorch this group of orc boys next. You stop this group from moving. Land here. Joy Doom. Bolt change these. Oh, that's not bolt change at all. Mistakes were made. Shoot back up in the air. Knights, you know what to do. Smack these wavering boys. Now we can get you back up in the air, their big brother. Meanwhile, the Chosen go the other direction. You keep shooting at this barricade. Everyone else come on through with the Dreadquakes blasting apart the trolls. Alright, let's have the Dreadquake go that way. Die Fireborn, you move in on these clowns. Modlist can bully him some trolls with his back laser.
Embrace the chain.
Embrace change. Have them use their charge bonus, hopefully go through the enemy. We'll drop any armor they might have, and that's a win. Glorious. Alright. Not a single one of our own soldiers falls in the fighting. This is an incredibly elite group. All we need to do is upgrade these pink horrors to their leveled up variants, but well done. It's way better than the auto resolve would have given us. We'll go ahead and take the symbiotic cult here. And we'll hopefully hide. We're standing right out in the open, so if Grimgore decides to... They'd have to go into full march stance, so we should be able to escape, no problem. We'll go ahead and slot in. I mean, probably the disguise trade, because the greenskins make a fair amount of gold. Far more than you'd expect. Hidden in time turns him unspottable. Gives him stock for 2 separate times. Probably not a bad call. Any better armor or any items to give you? Kind of command I don't really like. Forbidden Rod is interesting, because we can use it through his barrier. Potion of Healing also. Torment Blade for an additional bound spell, and then maybe... line up these 2 items to get something a little bit better. Some more armor, silver and steel. Not bad at all. Well, we can grab the Potion of Foolhardiness and combine it up with the Ruby Ring. Get ourselves another Obsidian Lodestone. These are not the strongest. We'll go ahead and fuse up one of these here. Armor of Destiny. Don't mind if the chicken does. His many eyes, hopefully seeing present far better than Kairos. Armor of Destiny all sorted in a way. We only have 1,200 favor to spend, which is really not much, all things considered. Alright, time to move on in on the Shrine of Alchemists. Shouldn't be too many Cathayans here defending. We can just give this one to the auto-resolve. Like a yoink.
You die today.
Apparently these Spawn had a really bad time. They were pretty big targets. Our blue glowing goatmen. Ooh, a new Power Stone gained. Having a hard time catching up with all of the different baby settlements we have here now. Pop on in the disguise trade. And then Baron Air will give you your skills. I think making you a corrupt mage is not a bad call. Increases his own winds of magic and then gives his enemies a little bit of a higher chance to miscast. It's very good. Because the AI pretty much always goes for the overcast spells. Made it protector for you as well. We've got ourselves a pretty good force here. We're clearing their way through Cathay. Alright, Earl the Manbane. Sildura Tor is going to be making them a ton of gold because it's got wine, so let's move on in and extract some of that gold for ourselves. Same thing with Iron Spike here. We're in no rush to leave.
Unleash the bloodlust.
Symbiotic Cult. Reduces Sildura Tor to ashes just for a brief period of time. Up in the disguise trade, already making 302. Not bad at all. Yeah, absolutely. Grab that Greater Gate of Tzeentch. The cultist prize open the aperture, enabling a Lord of Change to enter reality and level Great Hope and Towering Ambition at the unsuspecting enemy. You're about to get hoped right out of existence, brother.
Damned with
Squabble Bros, power of 2. Ooh. 50% more missile strength. I mean, might as well. That's passive and it's as they fly around.
I have risen.
I have risen.
The Changeling.
Alright, no more games we can play this turn. Doesn't look like it. Got 2,000 gold to spend. And the Shrouded Financier here is making us a fair bit of gold, so that is the call. Now we just zoom to our different lords, keep bullying the lizard men where we can. Do the Scipio thing and fight anywhere Hammurabi is not. That is a lot of ward save for your Saurus.
Death to unbelievers.
Doesn't seem to matter though. New cult has been established in Tlongsla. We're making so much gold a turn. Let's go ahead and hold back on the more expensive one, though we can get some more troops. Even though I just did spend it. Blessed by evil for you, good sir. Next turn you should have the choice of becoming a demon prince or not, and I think I'm going to keep you a mortal. We'll have at least one mortal lord still running around. And that'll be Karn the Crow Brother.
Marvelous.
Got
Magical.
one turn on those pinks.
Madness.
One more unit of pink horrors is a good call. We've got the skin wolves to be our anti-large, our gutter runner or death runners to be anti-infantry from behind. Maybe a unit of marauder horsemen. I always get them absolutely slaughtered, but they're pretty useful. Alright, which lord hasn't been moved? Tell me. Mercy. Oh yeah, we've spent a lot of your gold. Don't worry, buddy. Next turn, we'll be setting you up with some more warriors. Same thing with Moxia. You'll survive for a turn, and great riches shall be yours. Find the Fate Master. Oh, he isn't one we evolved. He's just one that came with a heap of bloated corpses. I remember.
No.
Guess we have to sacrifice all our corpses in a battle, which, with all these exalted flamers, I absolutely think that our bloated corpses would survive. We are instead going to continue to allow this siege to play out. We'll just let them attrition down to 0, unless they want to bring an army over. Then we can really have a fight. Alright, let's zoom back into the Changeling.
Chaos
Who's about to come on out to fight Hawk Chick the Toxic, and we'll end the turn.
Greetings, most noble and
Hello, Throg.
wise interlocutor.
He wants us to join his war with the Legion of Chaos. Do I have any deals with the Legion of Chaos? I mean, not that I'm aware of. I don't believe I do. But I don't really think I need to join you in your war either, so have fun bonking the 4 flavors of the Chaos Gods. Well, here's Zhao Ming. You wield the power of Cain's might. Sword strikes terror in all your enemies. On the battlefield, you reap a mighty toll as foes fall before the blade with ease. Yet nightmares torment your soul, and a sickness leeches in your lands. Perhaps it is wiser to relinquish such power. You'll be weaker, feebler, but is it not a price worth paying to becalm your dreams? We can return the sword, or we get the curse of the Sword of Cain, which is going to hurt our ability to confederate Kairos. This belongs to me. Karn wants to become a demon prince. I spurn your offering. All gifts from the Chaos Gods come at a price. This one is not willing to pay. Jade Court is no more. Oh, they're discovering our cults all over the place. I think it's probably because of our rift buildings. The Old World Blues. Let's go ahead and release another cultist. Really, we don't need one, do we? We really don't. We could grab one over in the Empire's lands and then just move him over to Athaloran, which I think is a good idea.
I love Loki.
Alright, we've got the Thriving Sword of Cains. We've got 25% ward save, 30 attack, 30 additional attack, magical attacks, 550 armor-piercing weapon damage, the Sword of Cain, of course, and Unbreakable. I love Loki. Oh, here's Scarbrand currently. Yeah, that's a little bit of an overkill. Let's switch you back over to maybe the likes of... I mean, if Scarbrand's not overkill, why would Bellicor be? Bellicor with all of the ward save. Okay, so Bellicor versus Hexawaddle. And no one. We all are about to have a really bad day. Oh, it gives us a close victory. we auto-resolve, it's over in a flash. I find that to be quite boring. What we'll do is we'll set up some Tzeentch battle towers and see if we can lure more of Hexawaddle's forces to us.
Oh, what fun we'll have!
Yeah, have you spread corrupt. I think Tzeentch corruption is kind of maxed out here in Hexawaddle, though. Nope, it's actually diminishing.
Magic.
So let's drop in the Changing of the Ways, have said Changeling spread more corruption. We have more ammunition and magic. Great. Earl, you set us up another cult here in Iron Spike, and then we'll have you move down to help. We've got Witch Elves in every set of defensive garrisons now. That's pretty useful.
And death.
When I'm not running around with a Demon Prince and a pretty well maxed out army. Iron Spike. We'll just go ahead and leave all that there, and we'll come on over to start building up our...
Chaos incarnate.
This resistance is very important for you.
Killing will be all the easier.
Your skills there, Throth. Give you another point into transmutation of lead. Then we come on over to our doom stacks we were building up here in Kislev.
It is too cold to
So
see.
Mercy, Jellyhole will have you keep building up more change ringers, so just as many as you can recruit. And Moxia,
Advance through trickery.
yours was going to be Doom Knight, so those are expensive. It is going to take us a little bit, but we'll start working our way down there.
Demon Prince.
Alright, Karn, it looks like they are aware of what we're up to. They can't see us, but they can. Kind of thing.
Here we prowl.
Let's ambush all the way up here.
Destruction awaits.
And I'm gonna not recruit the Doom Knights just yet.
I have had enough of snow.
I found enough of snow. Oh, I've already moved him too far, haven't I?
Coast.
Okay, I'll try to build up some gold then. Even though that wasn't the initial plan. Amadeus, I'm gonna have you teleport through. Yoink. Gotta keep on running. Have you get into some land battles there in Cathay. This Prince Pit Slaver's Point. We're being a bit laissez-faire with our cultist buildings. That's why we're losing so many of them, or at least we're getting discovered as often as we are. Alright. 300 income coming out of there. 300 out of there as well, and 500 from Karankar, which is glorious. Discovered them in Blacklight Tower, and I think they got one more too. Don't worry about it. Argoneth isn't making that much gold.
Torture and debauchery await within.
Definitely need to pick up the cult conspiracy, because they can notice our cult buildings as long as they're all clumping up together. Alright, Karn. Find you some more lizards. We can jump on through between Kitax and Walatl. Now they know where we're at, so we can even maybe get a larger force coming on over this way. Just disrupt them even further.
Marvelous. Magical.
What a mistake. I need land battles in Bustria.
The horror
Come here, buddy.
of
Oh, we're not at war with Brion yet. Alright, fine. I wasted my recruitment too.
the coven.
Start the Coven. Grab 2 of you guys. And maybe one of our Centaurs just for some fast armor piercing.
Agent of change.
Baronair, looks like you're gonna have to teleport through as well, so let's jump into Yoink stance and come on through. Hard to hit for Venetus. Pass out a few more skills here, so we'll go for... Ours are already down to Arcane Conduit for you. Got Warp Fire for these lads. We need something for our Chaos Warriors. Is the Vanguard. Lovely.
Glory to the change.
Conrad also gets summon in a big chicken.
Deathbringer.
And Deathbringer indeed. We'll grab Blade Shield here and then switch on over to Infernal Champion and Woundmaker. Indeed, Maka has not been moved because we have no gold, so you set up. We might grab a few units through Allied Recruitment. Since he's going to have nothing but Doom Knights. What would work very well with that would actually likely be a Skullcracker. Let's grab 2 Skullcrackers. They can roll with the Doom Knights. Literally. Samoth, you keep exploring your way through because we don't have quite enough gold to... Oh, their Skaven are still alive. So if we can make partnerships with...
Master Lord, are you a god?
Or maybe they're not.
Asu.
I don't see
Yes.
the ninja rats anywhere. Alright, either way, Yovi, you're gonna come on in and, or Jovi, drop off something here at the Waterfall Palace. Come on in.
Forbid this.
And then we can sneak Karn in right behind him. That's glorious. Have ourselves another intern. Okay, so here comes Mazdamundi. Perfect. Oh. Well, that's a lot. That is a lot. You're not going to have ammunition enough for everything, so let's go ahead and fall back. Fight less of these armies all at the same time.
Tzeentch spare us.
More Colton Burgone has been wiped out. I think they waited until just before it was going to unleash the rebel army, which is cheeky and hilarious. Alright, Jovi's been wounded. Karn's ambush was foiled. Wait. Oh, they took out my cult producing. You clown. Alright, Karn. Vengeance is ours. I'll steal technology. Vengeance. Thank you. That's all we needed there.
Dark Prince.
Let's switch you off of your burning chariot because we're going to be fighting all of the Wood Elves. Wait, Mentor, and then you two fall back
Incarnate.
into the woods here. We'll kick out these 2 blue horrors.
Has your time come?
It has indeed. And these Furies, well, the Furies are actually pretty useful, aren't they?
Who is worthy of my host?
Either way, we'll grab ourselves some Chosen Halberds. And I think that's really all we need. Might even get rid of the Rattling Guns, but they do suppress the enemy, which is something none of the rest of our guns can do here. Slowing them down further while getting exploded by our Infernal Ironsworn is great. Alright. Yeah, their armies definitely know exactly where Karn is, which is funny. The thing I wanted to see if we could do here is Mazdamundi, are you all by yourself? We could.
Always.
Just gonna drop into the teleport stance here and then say you shouldn't have any reinforcements. That's not how it works. There we go. We teleport right on top of Mazdamundi's head, get him in an ambush. It's still gonna be a scary fight. That is 4 Coatl now. That's why we do this. See you later, fool. That's scary. You lost a lot. We'll try to conjure 8 loci. Now we get attacked by everyone all at the same time. But we have grabbed the form of Mazdamundi and a pilfered palanquin. We can move 30% more campaign movement range. An archaic bit of equipment you picked up after your encounter with the forces of Lord Mazdamundizzle. It isn't elegant, but it has its uses. Hover chair for boys. It would seem that the Lizard King can't always do everything. Winning, for instance. Cool. Well, now we're in danger.
Of unwelcome truth.
I think we can handle it, no problem. Especially if I just switch over to becoming Grom. We'll grab a Life Storm here as well, so we've got our bound a Cataclysm healing spell. And then also Blade Shield. It's about to be a very desperate fight here. Champion here for you. Awesome, with that, that's going to be all the time I've got for today. This was a Total War. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Changeling campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne. See you on the next one.